Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Philadelphia Phillies. Stay tuned for Phillies baseball next. Zach Eflin will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, please, Zach, what do you got?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming. Here it is. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike. 0-1. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, guys, this team is certainly coming together. Everyone, we were down there before the game. There's a fight at the bat rack right now. They won in huge blowout fashion yesterday, and they're looking to continue that offensive surge in this one.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, Dero. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Here's Eric Sogard as he sends it on the ground to first. One there. Return throw gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark. The sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
The 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the two-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
Outside in a full count, 3-2. Keston Hiura would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. None left for Milwaukee. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Adrian Hauser is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies, the third baseman,
Pitch on the way.
Segura.
Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. 3-1.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
Line drive to left. Garcia has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting second, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Stepping up now, Andrew McCutchen. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball 1.
McCutchen, a native Floridian. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are...
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting third, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Man at first for him following the one-out single. From the belt, the pitch. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A two-run home run here for Bryce Harper. Fourth home run here in the early going as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting fifth, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Garcia. Gone! JT Realmuto with a solo shot. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract.
Now this ball's hit deep to left field. And that is off the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something, some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And in steps Scott Kingery, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
Nope.
2 balls and no strikes.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Roman Quinn, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Here's the 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Three runs already home here. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 1 inning in the books here. Phillies lead this one 3-0. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura.
Leading off for the Brewers, the second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Now the 2-1 pitch is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Brewers are on the board. It's now a 3-1 score.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
To the plate now, Omar Narvaez.
The catcher, Omar.
And he puts it on the ground to second. Kingery's there. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
That is six. The left fielder, number 24, Avisail Garcia.
So here is Avisail Garcia head-to-head at the start of play against Zach Eflin. He's hitless in 6 tries. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Man, I love this angle. Looking right down the line, you can see that he generates his power from his lower half, taking it down the line for a clean double. Great look there.
Here's Justin Smoke now. A bullet to first base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
Batting it, the shortstop.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Shoots this one over to first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Brewers get 1 back on the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Phillies 3 and the Brewers 1. Bottom of the inning now, so striding forward now, Zach Eflin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Eflin.
Pitch on the way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
You get a swing like that, you know the hitter made up his mind he was swinging no matter what on that pitch.
And that misses 1-1. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
2 strikes.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
Third baseman, number 2, Gene Segura.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Garcia giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. And now a pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Garcia has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Phillies down in order, and it's still 3-1. All set for the start of the inning. So here now's the pitcher, Adrian Hauser. He'll get to take his first cuts here. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. A base hit in his first trip. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius showing off the range. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roy, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
Sogard, affectionately referred to as nerd power thanks to the signature specs. He was taken in the second round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Another one sent foul.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works too.
In is Christian Yelich. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 home is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Quinn is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Milwaukee leaves one. Score holds. It's 3-1. Ready for another chance? Bryce Harper. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And that's the first out.
The first baseman, number 17.
So 1 gone in the inning as we take a look at what's on tap for the Fightin' Phils over the course of the next 7 days. And we, of course, will have all the action for you right here on the show. So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. King is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up JT Realmuto. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-1.
The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the 3rd frame will continue.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
The pitch swung right over the top of that one, as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1 left. Digging in now for the Brewers, Keston Hiura. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Hey, Dero, there's a case of trying to sneak a piece of cheese by a guy after starting him off with back-to-back off-speed pitches, has him 0-2, and can't get that fastball by him.
Yeah, you're doing him a favor right there. You got him dead to rights, 0-2. You can expand the zone. You can go north, south, east, west, and what does he do? He leaves a fastball, a hittable fastball, and he was able to get a knock.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Swinging a soft liner, but this is hauled in by the second baseman, but they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Off speed pitch, just missed inside.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to left. But this will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Smoke.
Into the box, Justin Smoke hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike one to start the at bat. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And a breaking ball freezes him. Strike three called, and the side is retired. Brewers strand one. They still trail it here 3-1. Stepping up to the plate, Scott Kingery, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Kingery.
Here's the pitch. To short. Garcia has it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Roman Quinn. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Now batting, the pitcher, Zach Eflin.
Into the box now, Zach Eflin. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gene Segura. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. One thing that concerns him is they have yet to draw a walk. He said sometimes pitchers are just on and throwing a lot of strikes, but he said they need to find a way to get base runners. Although they're seeing a lot of strikes, more discipline and patience should lead to more opportunities for free passes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Brewers, the shortstop.
So stepping in, Orlando Arcia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Adrian Hauser.
So striding in, Adrian Hauser looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
1 out, nobody on. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hit to Gregorius at short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lorenzo King.
Now at the plate, Lorenzo Cain. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
This is on the ground over to first. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. Home half of the fifth coming up. Phillies on top, 3-1. Ready for another shot now. Bryce Harper. He had that two-run home run back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far.
Harper.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Kane. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to short. Arcia fields it cleanly. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and it's still 3-1. New inning set to get underway, so digging in now, Eric Sogard. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Fouled off. The pitch.
Nope.
And it's 1-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Kingery's there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Now batting, Christian Yelich, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Keston Hiura.
Into the box now, Keston Hiura. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
0-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Hit hard up the middle. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league Wago.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this.
At the plate now, Omar Narvaez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Nope. Outside.
Line toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll, you lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this 3rd guy out. Next thing you know, 1st and 3rd and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. And it's quickly 0-2.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
And another foul ball. Curveball grounded towards second. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Brent Suter is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 35, Brent Suter.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
Leading off for the Phillies, the shortstop, Didi.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 4.
1 out for the Phils in their half of the 6th. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. And the pitch. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
The 1-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
At the plate, Roman Quinn. He swings and grounds it to short. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
The pitcher, Zach Eflin.
So now to the plate, Zach Eflin rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies strand one, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Now in the box, Justin Smoke. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. One and one the count to the Brewers' first baseman. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The pitch. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The bat, number 3, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. Is a slider that misses below the zone. Up and out over the plate, but a called strike. 2-1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And gone. An absolute bomb. Orlando Arcia with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Brew Crew has cut this to a 3-2 ball game now. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying. D-Row, the hitters on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1. And the pitch. This is pulled into right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, Did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're one hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
The third baseman.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Next for Milwaukee, Eric Sogard. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. First offering on its way. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Squeeze attempt misses. And he scores on a daring steal of home. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
In time to first, and there are two away.
The batter, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Stepping into the box, Christian Yelich. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. One and 0. Here it is. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Called strike 2.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it's now 6-3.
Now at second baseman, Keston Hiura.
Stepping in now, Keston Hiura. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Quinn's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Brewers lead it 5-3. Number 57 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
For Milwaukee, Number 57.
Gene Segura standing in. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the seventh.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Up with it, Nevarez. But no chance to get him, and he'll take first after striking out. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. At the plate, Andrew McCutchen. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back up the middle, and McCutchen has himself a base hit.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two, D-Row, to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance, but you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. He's set. Here it comes. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
Segura over at second. McCutchen at first with no outs. Too much dip on the sinker. Laid off for a ball.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
A 1-1 home. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Segura rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game.
Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one to begin with. He's kept his team together with a great approach, finding his 3rd RBI of the day.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Smoke is under it, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Digging in, JT Realmuto. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 5-5 ball game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. To the plate now, Didi Gregorius, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. Claudio has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Five runs, 12 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Standing in now, Scott Kingery. He swings and grounds it to short. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Into the box, Roman Quinn, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Ready on 0-2. And a double steal try here. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. Garcia gets it back in, and that'll hold the runner at third base.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. 2 out, bases loaded. Chopped toward the second baseman. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. It's now an 8-5 game.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
At the plate now, Gene Segura, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
The 2-1 home. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Tapped out in front of home. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. 8th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 8 and the Brewers 5. Sir Anthony Dominguez is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Neil Walker will remain in the game in the 9th spot in the order and take over at shortstop. Stepping into the box, Omar Narvaez. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
So here's Avisail Garcia. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
Gotta find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. hit hard on the ground towards second. And there's his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on. Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Up next to Milwaukee, the pitcher, Alex.
Ryan Braun will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 8, Ryan Braun.
And he takes ball 1. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-1 after the foul ball there. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Here now the 2-2. Lorenzo Cain would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Brewers strand a couple. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Corey Knebel is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 46, Corey.
At the plate, Andrew McCutchen. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game.
Leading up for the Phillies, the left fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Sogard near the bag at third. He's got it 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh, that's just out.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2-1. Here it is. 2-2 the count. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. He pulls this one into right, and a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive, but just foul. Now a throw over to first. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Phillies. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Hector Neris comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 50, Hector Neris.
Here comes the first pitch. Neris is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Lorenzo Cain becomes the first out in the 9th inning.
Eric Sogard.
At the plate, Eric Sogard. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Harper is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
And here's Christian Yelich now, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The win would belong to Francisco Liriano should the lead hold up. The 0-1 pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
8-5 today. The Philadelphia Phillies get the win after banging out 16 total hits. Francisco Liriano claims the win out of the pen, his first. Hector Neris records the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
All right, well, the Phils take it here in the second game of the series, 8-5. It was a little shaky there in the middle innings when, to look back over the line score here, Phils took the lead early in the game. Big flies by, you see Bryce Harper there, 3 for 5 with a home run and a double. Also, can't forget JT Realmuto with a big fly. Then you had Neil Walker, I call the 10th man, coming in off the bench and once again knocking in a 2-run single. So knocking in 2 runs on just a single. Come to expect some big things from the 10th man coming in off the bench. Also, want to welcome back Andrew McCutchen, who was inserted back into the lineup today. Good to see him back. 2 for 5, 2 runs scored. And so it was a good welcome back for him. It sort of, I guess you would say he's a little rusty coming back, but he definitely contributed to the Phils offense. Of course, the Phils exploded for 5 runs in the 7th to combat the 4 runs that Milwaukee put up. Sir Anthony Dominguez came in, throwing his typical high-speed fastballs up near 100 miles an hour, setting up the closer Hector Neris, who comes in and gets his first recorded save of the season in his first try, as he fans 2 to close the door on the Milwaukee Brewers here in this game 2. Francisco Liriano, as Matt Vasgersian mentioned, coming in out of the bullpen to get the win. It just wasn't Zach Eflin's day. He started looking a little shaky while I was controlling the pitches. You can always tell when a pitcher's hitting the spots. He just wasn't hitting the spots, and no matter what I did, the pitch just wouldn't go over. That is a real thing. So unfortunately for Zach Eflin, he was not hitting his spots, but Liriano came in a very high-pressure situation, and basically just kind of took over and sort of held the Brewers at bay, and then it was up to the rest of the bullpen to sort of set up and shut the door on today's game. So as we exit out of here, as you can see, Francisco Liriano will get the win. Eric Yardley saddled with the loss, and Hector Neris save number 1 in his first try this season. Bryce Harper 3 for 5, 2 runs, a home run, knocking in 3. Won some cool stuff, which I'm never going to use. And I've achieved something, but I don't know what that is. It doesn't really matter. Phil's on the they're on a winning streak here. Winning their, I believe that's their 5th straight. Yeah. No, what am I saying? Yeah, their 5th straight. Absolutely. So with the win today, 8-5. Again, looking back over that game, they jumped out to an early lead. Milwaukee was not to be denied. Christian Yelich and the boys came back and took the lead, and then it was the Phils who came back with an explosive 7th and really just brought it back home, getting Francisco Liriano the win. It's his first one of the season. Went only 2 2/3 innings, striking out 1. Phil's now 7-2 on this young season, as we look for tomorrow as Double V Vince Velasquez takes to the hill in the Sunday afternoon game against Eric Lauer in the 3rd and final game of the season. Phil's looking to break out the broom, perhaps maybe again, as they did in New York against the Mets, looking to do the same in this Milwaukee series at Citizens Bank Park. And then, of course, looking on later this week, we got the Toronto Blue Jays in for 2 before an off day, and then hitting the road for 4 in Cincinnati, 4 again against these Milwaukee Brewers, back home against Miami. And then the Texas Rangers come to town for 2 games before they head out to the Midwest and then out west against the Cubs and the Giants, respectively, to close out the month of April. So that's it for now. As you can see, Phil's with the final score of 8-5. As Bryce Harper once again contributes with some big-time offense with the long ball. Really, I guess you would say, padding his stats quite a bit today. And Francisco Liriano with the win, Hector Neris with the save, Eric Yardley with the loss. So that will flip the calendar over to tomorrow. We're going to go to the Around the Majors update here on this Saturday afternoon, and then we're going to cut it loose and be right back right after this.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, the Phillies put up 16 hits on the day as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 8-5. The win was their 5th straight as a team. In other news from Philly, relief pitcher Reggie McClain has been waived by the organization. Charlie Culberson grabbed 3 runs driven in as the Braves downed the Marlins 5-3. The New York Mets snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-4. The Chicago Cubs hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-2. The Cincinnati Reds swatted 4 home runs in this one as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 13-4. They now have 5 straight wins. The Cardinals took down the visiting Orioles 3-2. The San Diego Padres pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 2-0. The Dodgers got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-2. The Yankees allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 6-2. They now have 6 straight victories. The Bo Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 8-1. The Indians pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 2-0. The Kansas City Royals totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-4. The A's put together 10 total hits as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 7-6. The Houston Astros launched 3 home runs as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 5-4. The Texas Rangers got 11 hits overall as they defeated the Rays in extra innings 6-5. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
All right. Well, there you go with the results around the majors. Of course, Justin Allegri mentioned the Reggie McClain actually has not been waived. He will actually be placed on. He will most likely go back down to the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Just didn't really have room for him on the 40-man roster. And also, you saw the transactions as enacted Andrew McCutchen off the injured reserve list and sent down Kyle Garlick to AAA Lehigh Valley. Which you saw him in the game. Kutch went, I believe he was 2 for 5, scoring a couple times. But looking for tomorrow, left-hander Eric Lauer will take the hill for the Brew Crew, and Vince Velasquez will take the hill looking for his second win of the season for the Fightin' Phils. That will be tomorrow afternoon, around about 1-ish, I guess. Maybe a little later, maybe a little earlier. But I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Tell a friend to want to see some Phillies baseball via the MLB The Show. This is the way to do it. This would be tomorrow's game. We just played today's game. Phils will be back in their alternate afternoon jerseys tomorrow, and don't know what the Milwaukee Brewers will be wearing. Doesn't really matter, but I know the Phils, usually when they have a Sunday afternoon game, you'll see this alternate jersey with the blue caps. But that's it for now. We will see you tomorrow, Sunday, April the 5th. It's WrestleMania Day actually it's WrestleMania today and tomorrow. But I will continue to bring you these games. As long as this quarantine is in place, as long as Major League Baseball is, the season has been suspended, I'll keep bringing you these games as I can. And once again, I do thank you for tuning in for the Phils here on the Bilskie YouTube channel. And appreciate you guys again for tuning in. And please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to put on your notifications so you know when Phil's baseball is on again. Thanks a lot.